so it seems like the Frontiers news just keeps on giving, because we got some interesting shit that we need to talk about today with regards to Sonic Frontiers. Some of it is official, and some of it is based on the leak we got before, although not any significant like footage or anything. We're not going to be showing no leaked footage, nothing like that, but it's a very important piece of information that may be disappointing to some, well, to most, let's be real. But we're getting into all this right now. But if you're subscribed to the channel already, please make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers and hopefully 7,000 subscribers before Sonic Frontiers comes out. Although technically Frontiers has already come out because they don't swipe the demo, right? I don't know. Maybe it's too late. Maybe I missed the mark. Anyway, we go to the Almighty Tales channel for this one, and it says here, new for Mitsu, which is the Japanese magazine, reveals a Sonic Frontiers guidebook releasing alongside the title. The guidebook comes with a sticker sheet with one of the stickers name dropping Chaos Island. A double-sided poster is included as well. So we can see this is like the guidebook is all in Japanese. I ain't about to translate all that shit. But then they zoom in and you can see images we've already seen before. And then we've got this Kronos Island art, Ares Island postcard looking artwork. And then it says uncover the mysteries of Chaos Island. And then, yeah, we see a closer zoom-in shot of that. And, yes, artwork, you don't actually get to see the island there. But, yes, there is a Chaos Island in the game. And someone responds, putting this in the replies as well, since I quoted, no, Chaos Island isn't a Sonic Adventure reference. It's a reference to Chaos, the first of the proto-genoi, and the source of all that comprises the universe in Greek myth. The islands have a Greek deity naming convention. Yeah, but, I mean, wasn't Chaos effectively named after some historical shit as well? So why wouldn't it also be referenced in that? I mean, I'm not saying the blue monster gonna show up. I'm just saying that they could have taken it from the same kind of place. Again, I'm not saying Chaos gonna show. I don't know. Okay, I have no idea if Chaos gonna show up in this game. I haven't seen no leak to suggest any Chaos showing up in this game. But I like the name Chaos Island. It's a nice sounding island, but of course it would be cooler if Chaos was there. But yeah, I'm assuming this is the island we already saw before. You know what island I'm talking about? That volcanic island. If we go to my videos page right now, there's probably a thumbnail that shows which island I'm talking about. That chaotic island that was like volcano and cloudy at the same time. Yeah, now that I'm actually looking for it, I can't see it. Wow, figure that. But yes, there was a Chaos Island, and here we go, it's there. It's in that thumbnail there. There's a little bit in that thumbnail, and you can see it over there. But yeah, it's that island that we saw a little bit of footage of officially with the clouds and the whatever. But it's not really anything we haven't seen like in it. We haven't seen it in a significant manner, is what I'm trying to say. But hopefully we see more of that island soon, because we've seen a decent amount of Kronos Island, but we haven't seen too much of Ares and Kronos. So if anything, more of that would be pretty interesting. And I think that's pretty much all. Oh, no, wait, one more thing. A new small Sonic Frontiers clip from PlayStation Japan's latest video. Now, there's some music, but I'm assuming it's copyrighted. I don't think it's Sonic music. So I'm just going to play this little clip right here. And, yeah. So most of it is shit we've seen before, but I think this little running clip is new. And I think that grinding down the spirally rail is new. So a little bit of new footage. You know, when it comes to the leaked shit, we get minutes and minutes of cutscenes and actual interesting shit. Well, when it's time for the official reveals, it's 4 seconds, of which 3 are already old footage. But, you know, Sega letting the demo do the marketing clearly, letting the leaks do the marketing for them. They don't want to do it themselves. But that's not what we're here to talk about the most. As you remember, we had the major leak, which had the 2 island spoilers. Someone got to the end of the first island, the Supersonic Titan boss. Again, I'm not going to show any footage. I'm just mentioning that's what happened. And this person apparently was a friend of Beats. You know Beats, legendary modder for the Sonic community. And Beats told me some information that he got from the friend who was able to swipe the demo. And, oh, it's not good. Anyway, let's get into this. So, I was like, tell me everything you know. You mean the footage leak or the supposed demo theft? Beats is like, footage leak, not the demo theft. Most people think it's BS. Jury's still out on that, but let's keep going. Alright, let's hear it. I mean, not too much news, except a friend of mine opened the game exe file shortcut and edited the command line parameters to remove the demo one, so the game launched in full retail mode, as the demo removes a lot of cutscenes and adds a timer, as we all know. Previously, before that, he and his friends rooted the game. Let me zoom in actually so I can scroll down. Rooted the game. I've actually lost where I was now. Just go back. As much as they could, basically. So essentially, in a speedrun setting, you can finish Kronos Island in 35 minutes or less. I'm sure it will get less as more people get their hands on it. So this is pretty, what, 35 minutes or less. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I said 35 minutes is crazy. I mean, I guess if they're speedrunning, sure, but it feels way too soon to already be down to that time. Regular players probably gonna do it within an hour then. Beat said it's not exactly like, oh, this is the best speedrun player in the universe. It's even somewhat casual. So yeah, if you're at the very least decent, you'll be able to finish the island in like an hour. I was like, my god. That's assuming you don't just waste a ton of time on side content, like side missions and exploration, I guess. As we all know, they exist just to pad out the game time. So literally a decent Sonic player can finish his shit in like 4 to 5 hours. I was like, if Unleash is still long off all this, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Anyway, they said it's still a lot of speculation, but Kronos Island took 35 minutes only after they knew where to go and what the fastest missions were. No one is gonna do it in 35 minutes on their first playthrough, which is natural. You don't know where you're going, you don't know what you're doing yet, you know? Of course, but didn't they use any glitches? But they didn't use any glitches or exploits, right? Nope. Exactly. So 35 minutes with no crazy speedrunning strats. World record for the whole game gonna be under an hour, LMA. So, yeah, this is pretty interesting shit right now because 35 minutes with no glitches or exploits. Now, yes, they knew what they were doing because they were practicing on the regular demo to see where to go and the fastest ways to do things. So, this is someone who's a bit more seasoned, but still no crazy glitches or exploits and was able to attain under 35 minutes on the first island. Now, this game has 5 islands confirmed. It's on the Steam page. So we can do some basic mathematics. If we say 35 minutes an island times 5, that's 175 minutes divided by 60, you're looking at about 2.91. Let's just round it up and say 3 hours, right? So clearly the game cannot be that crazy long. Now again, open world games have a lot of side content, and when you know what you're doing, you can like skip a bunch of shit. It happens all the time. Like there's games that take, I remember the first time I played Assassin's Creed 2, I must have taken like 30 hours on that shit. But if you go onto like Assassin's Creed 2 long play, like once you know exactly what to do, you don't do any of the side shit, you don't like veer around the open world, you just kind of go from mission to mission. People are beating it 11 hours. This one's 8.5 hours, and this is full game walkthrough. So you expect it to be short on repeat. But 35 minutes for the first island? You're saying maybe 3 hours for the whole game? I mean, no wonder they were saying cyberspace is a third of the game, right? Because if you could beat the bitch in like 3 hours, that's like 1 hour on cyberspace. And they said there's, what, 50 cyberspace levels? So if you spend like a minute to a minute 20 on each cyberspace level, you're looking at about an hour on cyberspace, 2 hours in the open zone. Like, 3 hours, it's very believable. Like, at the end of the day, people are going to suck and take longer. Some people are not going to suck, but they're going to spend more time exploring and doing side content and going to take longer. But the game itself, main content-wise, is still not that long, it seems. And I know the defense squad are going to come in and be like, well, it's the first island. Maybe the later islands are longer. Maybe they're shorter. You don't know one way or the other. Let's not assume, okay? All we can say is one island taking 35 minutes, potentially less if they get better at the routing or the routing or whatever. And obviously, if we get into like glitches and exploits, who knows what's gonna happen? Like, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Are you looking forward to Sonic Frontiers? Are you looking forward to this Chaos Island? What do you think about this 20 to 30 hours thing potentially being debunked? I'm surprised they even said that number. Like, they must have really just assumed that you were going to be doing everything. But even then, they said 20 to 30 hours, but double that if you want to 100%. So clearly they meant main game, right? So were they just heavily capping? Like, were they capping, or did they just assume that everyone was going to play like us? Or they just assumed that people were going to do so much side content that they would take longer? I don't know. But in terms of main content, clearly that's cap. And of course, a big shout out to all my channel members. If you want to become a channel member, you can click the join button next to the subscribe button. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Remy out.